Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Joan here, and today's video is going to be about photo challenges slash assignments. People have asked me in the past, how do I stay inspired? How do I continuously have ideas for the things that I make? And this is something that I've been recently doing, and maybe it might help you. So for the past 2 months, I've been meeting with friends at a local coffee shop every weekend, and we discuss about different things. They don't necessarily have to be about photography, but photography is the foundation because we all enjoy taking photographs, and especially in analog. However, we also just talk about anything and everything that can spark a light bulb in our minds to make things, and I think it's really helpful to go back and forth with other people and just getting feedback, whether it's something that is personal or professional or something that is something you want to make in the future. I just think that it's just really good to just not have yourself just be the person that you confide to. It's also good to just see what other people are doing. And so what is interesting and cool is the fact that we don't necessarily have set topics that we discuss about when we have these meetups. We literally just talk about what has probably happened throughout the week. However, what keeps it consistent is that we have these photo assignments that we do throughout the week, and then when we meet up again, we discuss our results and our experiences and what it took to create the images that we took or taken. And so for this week's challenge, it was to literally stay in one spot. You could choose whatever spot you want to stay and photograph different types of photos within staying in that same spot. And for me, if anyone knows my work, I am someone who is the opposite of many people. Like to do street photography and not necessarily get other people involved in a sense of interacting with them. They just like to candidly take people's photos as life is presented to themselves. Whereas me, I like to confront people. I like to ask for permission. I like to know backstory about people that I photograph. And with this challenge, I was not able to do that. I had to literally stay in one spot and photograph whatever came in the frame. And so that was a bit hard because my social anxiety definitely skyrocketed, because I just feel that someone is going to yell at me because they're just like, I didn't ask for permission, or 2, I feel that I can't get the shot that I want because I like to direct and have people a certain way, and sometimes people don't do the exact thing that I want or hope that they do in a frame. So there's all those different elements within taking and doing this photo assignment. And so I chose to go to New York and literally pick a spot, and I chose a corner on Wall Street. And I'll admit, I've been binge watching Mad Men again, and so I was inspired to be within the atmosphere of the business, people just walking around in business attire. My dad worked in that area, so I literally grew up being around just people in suits and ties, and just being this young little girl like Sally Draper, and just seeing her father just always be in the office. And so I literally was concerned that I didn't want to photograph people in wearing masks, especially the fact that even though we are still experiencing the pandemic in a slower sense, I guess you can say, I just didn't want to capture that. I just wanted to just make it seem like it's timeless and that you don't necessarily know what time or era I photographed this. So my strategy was to use my Canon EOS 1V, which is a film camera if you don't know, and my film stock was Lomography 800 color film. And it was a gloomy day. However, there were some sprockets of sunlight appearing through within the buildings. And so I was very fortunate for that, which made it even more dramatic, and that is exactly the look that I was going for. And so we are going to go through the images, and I'm just going to share with you guys my thoughts. And like I said, maybe this challenge might help you in being better at taking photos. Like I said, this is very out of the norm for me. I don't really ever stay in one spot and photograph whatever comes, but this is what I came up with. So the first image is a photo of two women who are walking by. So then you see a truck in the background, which is pretty cool because the background is so dark that the light is like from the truck is like illuminating, and I really enjoyed that. And so it's like, I always think that's what's very important within a photo, is to have a foreground, middle ground, and a background. So there's like depth within the photo, and especially behind the truck, you even see light coming and reflecting on the buildings in the back. So it's just not completely in the darkness. And so I just think that it's just like overall one of my favorite photos, just because like it's very minimal. However, the dress, the color of the dress is yellow, it pops, her shoes match with it. The woman next to her also is just all in black. However, her pants stick out with the design. And yeah, you just don't know who these women are per se, but I just felt that, you know, it just was an interesting photo that I captured staying in a corner on Wall Street. And then you also see the texture on the ground of the concrete. And why I chose this spot is just because the smoke that's coming from the sewer, if you notice that, it really helps set the mood throughout the rest of the photos. And that's what gravitated me to stay in this one particular spot. So the next image is a man who was walking 3 dogs. I don't know if they were his, but he was walking 3 dogs. And I think was also a challenge when you stay in one spot and you can't really direct or have people do what you want in the photo, is timing. So I saw this man and the 3 dogs like far, far away, walking through the alleyway, and then it's just like waiting at that one spot, waiting for the right time to press the shutter button and to capture the image. And so yeah, I just thought it was interesting that 2 of the dogs were similar, and then there's just like the Chihuahua in the middle. And yeah, that's just, it's different than compared to the 2 women who were walking on the street. Now it's just 3 dogs with a person. And I think also what is interesting is when it comes to color, you see the color on this woman's hoodie is matching with the color that is on the dogs. So that wasn't on purpose, it was just a coincidence that it both is in the shot. The next image is more desolate. There's not that much going on besides a man walking by, and then there's a pigeon. This pigeon was very different in a sense because I'm used to seeing like all gray or blackish gray, but this one was like, he was like a white black pigeon, and so I just wanted to capture that. In the meantime, while I was waiting for other people to come across the frame, I just captured this. And like I said, the smoke is more prominent through the sewer, and that's why like I said, I want to stay in this spot. The next image, I wish I captured this man and woman who are in suit and tie and business attire, but they were, I captured it too early. They're right behind the sewer. I wish I had it like when they were a bit closer towards me and the pigeon's still there. But I really like their outfits, and I just wish that I captured them a bit closer to me, and I didn't. But I just thought I really liked the fact that they were man and woman instead of just like all women or dogs and a guy. Wanted a variety of combinations of people. So the next image is a bit more busier. There's a lot of movement going on. You see 3 men who have business shoes on, who are more in a darker tone, minimal outfit, while 2 guys in the background are wearing sneakers, which are like business casual with a book bag, and their colors are much more brighter. So because I took these photos probably around after lunch, these people are probably going back to work from their lunch break. Okay, so the next image, the perspective is different. In the previous ones I was squatting on the ground, having a lower angle, but then now I'm standing up and a bit more eye level to the people that I am photographing. And so this one is just people just walking through the street, and I'll admit there was like this Subway sandwich sign on the left where that construction man is, and it was bothering me because I really didn't want that in the frame. But luckily it's not showing, it's dark, you don't notice it. But I like the perspective, and it's just going, straight. The next one is just like a same shot, same frame, just different people, brighter exposure, more detail in the shot. However, I'm more a fan of the previous one than this one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not like anything crazy. It's just literally you take a few photos, 5 minimum at least, and you just do the challenge, and then like I said, come back with the photos. And doesn't have to even necessarily be analog. It's just that you come back with the photos and you discuss it with the people that you're going to meet with. Could be your friends or not. I don't know, don't want to dictate that. But yeah, it's just been really interesting to see other people's results. I will link below the Tumblr that we use. That's a website, blog, where we post up our photos from the challenges, just so when we do meet up and we don't have a laptop, we could all just see it again, also at home on this website. And then yeah, we see everyone's results. So thank you again for watching. If you do something similar or have a different recommendation for a photo challenge or a way to get inspired in photography, please let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned till the next video. Sayonara. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't, it will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.